So, welcome, yogis. Happy Thursday evening. And I hope your evening has begun with a little bit of smile in your heart, smile in your face, lots of love in the heart, and happiness in your soul. My name is Shelley, and I'm going to guide you through your Yin Yoga practice this evening. And I wanted to start off that one of my favorite authors is Octavia Rahim. She wrote the book Rest, Pause, and Be. And she has a wonderful quote that goes, "Rest is a bridge between where you are and where you want to be." And I think in this week of, I'm going to call it troubling waters and such, that we've all been a little off kilter. So I'm hoping that you can put all that aside, at least for the next hour. Give yourself permission to be here. Allow your eyes to close if you wish. Take a nap if you wish. Take care of yourself, kind and loving to your body. And we're going to come on to our backs, taking a few moments to come on to your back. Let's start there. Everybody join me on your back, taking a nice big stretch. Starting on your back, reaching your arms and your legs to all four corners of the mat. And taking a really big stretch, rolling the wrists and rolling the ankles. Just giving yourself permission to be here. So if the music's too loud, let me know. I don't want to feel like you're drowning. Just gently take another big stretch and then roll the wrists and the ankles the other way. Allowing yourself to come gently onto the mat. And just letting your body rest in this big X, hands at the top corners, feet at the bottom corners. Soften the gaze, whether the eyes are open or closed. Just find a gentleness behind your eyes. Take an inhale through the nose. Sigh out the mouth audibly, let it go. Sweep your hands down and bring them onto the floor beside you, palms up. Feeling the back of your arms on the floor beside your mat. And bend the left knee and bend the right knee, soles of the feet to the mat. Take a moment to pause right where you are. And roll the tips of the shoulders back behind you, broadening through your collarbones. Notice the heaviness of your hips. Notice the softness of your belly as you just let yourself rest. Active rest. Swallow, feel the front and back of your throat, your gateway to air. And then gently soften your jaw by finding a little space between the upper and lower teeth. Soften your lips and your mouth. Allow a gentleness to wash over your face and ease. And bring awareness to your feet. If you'd like to walk them a little bit wider to the edge of the mat to let your knees drop into a tent position, feel free. If you prefer to keep them with the soles of the feet together and letting the knees drop out into a butterfly or lengthening it to a diamond position, feel free. If you prefer to extend them to the two corners, or just keep your knees bent. Wherever you are, I'd like you to take the position that feels good to you. Just take some time to notice your breath, notice your body, and notice how you feel in your body today. There is no right and there is no wrong. Just notice the inhales and notice your exhales. And like the waves at the beach, notice the breath rolling in through the nose, feeling that expansion through your heart space, back of your heart space, swell of the belly. And as you exhale, feel your body navel pull to spine. And as the ease of the air rolls out your nose, just like the rolling of the water off the sea, let everything go. As you inhale, picture that wave of peace washing over you. And as you exhale, picture that wave of peace taking away all of the stress in your body, your mind. Just allow it to let go. Imagine the tension, the stress of life just easing away with each breath. Wherever you are, nice and slow, 3 more breaths. Conscious breath, watching the inhales and watching the exhales. Just gently assessing how you feel and taking that opportunity to observe. Last breath, yogis. With a gentle inhale, sweep your arms up ahead. Reach with the fingers. Reach and point with the toes. And as you exhale, sweep to the 4 corners of the mat, nice and easy. Pick your left leg up. Bring the left leg completely over the right. So the left thigh is over the right thigh. The left knee, the back of the knee cups the top of the right knee. Hook your feet. The left arm sweeps overhead, palm facing up. And maybe the right hand reaches for the left wrist or the left forearm. Maybe you arc your body over deeper towards the right side so that you're creating an arc shape called Banasana. So you're arcing towards the right. Your glutes are heavy on the mat. Hips are square and your 2 shoulder blades are square. Allowing yourself to arc over as much or as mellow as you would like it to be. So maybe you deepen it, maybe you let the arms be easy. Find the shape that feels good to you. Allow yourself to arc through the left side, feeling the left side ribs. So think of this as the shape of a banana or a croissant. Allow yourself to rest, and we're here for about 2.5 more minutes. So yin is a wonderful practice as you just rest and breathe, of long holds. And it's time that matters. So the long holds, gentle, and we only hold the posture for about 30 to 50% effort. We don't really intensify. We allow gravity to drop us in. So the tenets of Yin is time, long holds, and slow movement. Once you find your posture, allow yourself to settle in, to deepen it, and resist the urge to move or to fidget. So Yin is wonderful for people who are very active, using their muscles in all sorts of ways. And Yin is a wonderful practice for those of you who do a lot of sitting at our desk and at work, like most of us. Allowing you to get into the connective tissue, the fascia, stretching the skin, the ligaments, and the tendons that support our joints. Yin is the yoga of the joints. So let your breath be your anchor as you deepen the posture. Two more breaths. And at the end of this exhale, just gently, if your head is tipped to one side, bring your head back up, gaze up to sky, eyes open or closed. Release the left arm to the top left corner. Slowly release the left leg and bring it to the left corner. Take one big stretch right where you are, reaching like a giant pentacle. Roll the wrists, roll the ankles. And then interlace the fingers and flip the palms. Stretch to the sides of the body. And gently release the arms back to that top corners. Pick the right leg up and bring the right leg over the left. Take the toes and hug the baby toes, feet. And the right arm sweeps over the head, palm facing up to sky, up to ceiling. As you gently arc your body as much or as little as you'd like towards the left side. Your gaze is upward, and maybe your left hand reaches for your right wrist, your forearm, maybe your elbow. Maybe they just rest on the floor or the mat. Arc your body towards the left as much as you like, and notice the expansion, the 360 of your breath from the front to the back and the side of your torso. Arcing over towards the left, shining your heart up to sky, shining your face up to sky. As you let everything go. We're here for about 6 to 7 breaths. Creating the space in our daily routine for a mindful practice like this has the power not only to cultivate healing in our body, strength and flexibility in the mind and the body, something that we can all benefit from but it also asks us to reveal a bit of steadiness, a bit of steadfastness in our characters and our thought and our actions beyond the practice on the mat. It allows us to build a little bit of resilience, finding that peace in the chaos. Take 2 last breaths, yogis. Each time you exhale, allow yourself to let go a little bit more of the holding in your body, softening and letting gravity take hold. And then gently release. Bring your gaze back upwards if your head is dropped to the side. Sweep the arms back down to the edges of the mat, palms down. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee. Just gently bring your hips over towards the left side of the mat. Pick the knees up and drop the knees towards the right. Bring the right hand to the left thigh. And take your left hand and open the arm up to a T shape. Soften through the shoulder. We're coming into a bit of a spinal twist. If you feel like that's a little bit too much, you can slide a blanket between your thighs and your knees. You can bring a pillow in. And bring your right hand to the mid-thigh. And just with firm fingers, traction the muscle of your thigh and gently pull firmly towards your knee. Slide the hand down a little further on your thigh once again. And as you gently but firmly pull the muscle of your thigh, notice the space you're creating at the low belly. For the third time, slide it down a little closer towards the knee in traction, pulling firmly on the muscle. And notice maybe softening through the upper back, then gently release the right arm. Soften and let go. You can gaze up the sky, or you can let your head drop to one side or the other. When your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to your breath. But allow your mind to drift gently and easily. Notice the breath between your shoulder blades as you breathe, getting that feedback from the mat. of the space of the back line of your heart. Can you soften your breath a little bit more? Nice and smooth, yogis. Last breath. And if your head is dropped to the side, bring your gaze back up. Bring the left foot down and the right foot down. Just shimmy your glutes towards the middle of the mat. Draw the right knee up nice and wide and left knee up nice and wide. Allow the big toes to touch and take the knees wide into wide knees, child's pose to sky. Roll the shoulders back and down and just take a moment to redistribute your weight. Notice the lightness, the ease. And then gently bring your hands down to the edge of the mat. And draw the legs up into the air for a moment into waterfall. Take the left hand to the heart, the right hand to the belly. Gentle bend in the knees. They don't have to be straight. Feet can be hip distance apart, or you can take them into a straddle. So wherever you are, just allow yourself to soft and easy. Elbows onto the floor. Fingers splayed across your heart, splayed across your belly. So you can feel beneath your palms the breath. Feel free to take your legs into a straddle. Feel free to bring them into a butterfly position. Breathe nice and easy. Sure that your chin is in alignment, that it's not jutting up the sky. Take 3 more long, deep breaths. Inhales as long as the exhales. Sometimes life is too fast, you need to slow it down. Get grounded. Last breath. And gently bend one knee at a time. Bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. Hands to the edges of the mat. And just scooch your glutes a little towards the right. So you can pick your knees up for a spinal twist towards the left. Bring your left hand to your mid-thigh and open up your right arm, soft and easy. Shimmy through the shoulders until you find that sweet Goldilocks spot for your shoulders. Gently pick your head up and realign your spine by bringing it to a comfortable spot. Notice the stretch to the side of the body. Feel free to slip a blanket or a block between your thighs and take the left hand to the mid-thigh and gently traction the muscle, pulling it towards the knee. Then exhale, let it go. Repeat that again 2 more times. Nice firm on the grasp of your thigh muscle, your quad. Maybe drop the right ear towards the right shoulder as you do so. Release, exhale. Final inhale, traction with firm fingers, pulling the muscle towards the knee, creating a little bit more space. And as you exhale, release the left arm out, palm up the sky. When we release and find capacity in our bodies, gentleness, ease, we're less anxious, less irritated, less prone to anger and react. When we feel more suppleness in our joints and our body, translate into gentleness, more ease in mind. We respond to situations, respond to people instead of reacting. So in this roller coaster kind of world where emotions are all over the place, we're never on an even keel. It's really important for our health and our well-being. Create space and ease in our lives, so we become kind and loving to the people that we love, people that we know, and just as importantly to the people that we don't know. We live in a global community. We need to ripple out peace and ease. Two more breaths right where you are. And if your head is dropped to the side, bring your gaze up. And slowly, really slowly roll, continue to the left side. Bring your left arm under your head like a pillow and the right hand on the mat right beside your navel. Draw your knees into a fetal pose. Breathe into the back line of the body. Nice and slow. We're going to roll on to our belly. So continue to roll. When we were kids, we liked to roll around a lot. So if you have kids with you, ask them to roll around with you. And coming onto your belly. Walking the legs back. And just for a moment, we're going to bring our elbows underneath our shoulders. Now we're all different. So just find the first position and we'll modify to what feels good to you. Tops of the feet down on the mat and toenails down. Let the legs be at ease. Elbows are under the shoulders, so you're structurally sound. And your arms are as far apart as though you could reach for your biceps. So as you come into this position of Sphinx, feel yourself lengthening your body so that you're not dumping into your low back. Maybe shake your glutes a little bit. Walk it around till you find that sweet spot on your pubic bone. 10 toenails down. You're going to roll the shoulders back and down so that you're not dumping into your low back. Feel like you're sliding the scapula, those little chicken wings, towards your back pocket. Broaden through the collarbones. You're looking down your nose to the imaginary arc between your thumbs. So imagine there's an arc. So as you gaze down, your head is about 10 to 12 pounds. Broaden through the collarbones so you feel structurally sound. If it feels too intense, walk the hands forward a bit or walk them back. Modify for your beautiful body, that vessel you live in. As we come into Sphinx, imagine that there's an ice cube underneath your navel. So what do? You pull the navel to spine, creating stability in your low back. Soften the features of your face. Just gently gazing down your nose, eyes open or closed into Sphinx. Bringing that awareness of that imaginary ice cube at your navel so you're keeping strong. A few more breaths right here. Now, if you're happy with Sphinx, please stay here. If you're looking for more, walk your arms out. Soft bend into the elbows. Same position, but you have a little bit more compression in the low back. So if this is not for you, please stay in Sphinx. One's not better than the other, they're just different. And everybody's body is different. So soft elbows, turn the palms out. You're still gazing down your nose and looking to the imaginary arc between the thumbs, coming into seal. Now, I generally invite people to make seal sounds. Don't take your yoga too seriously, guys. It's just yoga. Deep, long breaths. Notice the depth of your breath all the way down to your belly, all the way down to your low back. Feel the broadening of the rib cage, the slowing down of your breath. And if you're in seal, bring it back down to Sphinx. Let go of any clenched glutes Let go of the pelvic floor. And we'll all cross our arms, coming into alligator. Lower yourself down. Right hand on top of left. Bring your forehead to your hands. Let everything soften. Move into the lower back. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs a little side to side. Come back to center, extend the legs. Walk yourself up into a table position, nice and slow. Take your time. Maybe stretch back into a little bit of a child's pose. And then walk yourself up into table. So if coming on your knees is not comfortable for you, I'll show you an option in just a moment. Wrists under shoulders, a little bit of yang to complement the yin. Give a little love to the back line of the feet, tuck the toes under. So we're going to come into cow and cat. So if this is not comfortable for you, if you have knee issues, knee problems, no worries. I'd like you to come to seated, hands to the knees. We'll articulate through the flexion and extension of your spine from a seated position. So modify for your beautiful body. That's all that matters. So come to the position that feels good to you. If you're on your knees and toes, tuck the toes. Belly is soft. Let it sag in the middle. Spread your sits bones, the two bony protrusions at the base of your pelvis. Draw the heart through the bridges of the shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, pull the navel to spine and dome up your back like a Halloween cat. Inhale, heart through. And exhale. Inhale, heart through. And exhale. Last one, yogis. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center and gently tap the tops of your feet if you're in the table position. Nice and easy. Just gently tap. We're going to sit over to the side for just a moment and sweep your legs to the front. So grab a sip of water whenever you need. Take a break whenever you need. One of my favorite cups. Thank you to my lovely bestie, Roxanne. Bring your soles of your feet together. And if you're comfortable here in butterfly, let that be your position. If you prefer to lengthen the legs into diamond, let that be your position. Find the shape that feels good to you. If you wish to bring blocks or pillows under your knees, feel free. Draw the soles of the feet together. Bring the hands to the knees, the shins, the ankles, whatever feels good. So nice and tall through the spine. We always find length before we fold. So as you find length, allow yourself to feel those two bony protrusions. Hinge forward and lengthen here. So we're drawing our heart forward. Lift and lengthen. Deepen your breath. Find a little more space as you come forward. So everybody's going to be different. Some folks come all the way down. Some are just here with me. Honor your body. As you hinge forward, lengthen one more breath. And then on the third one, I want you to let yourself fold over, melt down. Now, if you're comfortable and you want to let your head hang heavy, please do. If you wish to bring your pillow onto your feet or a bolster if you have one, feel free to take it to between your feet and let your head rest. So a couple options. If you have a bolster or a couch cushion, you can allow your head, if you're looking the third eye, the space between your eyebrows, rest. If that's not for you, feel free to bring your arms and support your head. I'd like you to modify for what feels good to you in your body, knowing that everyone is different. And if you're flexi-bendy, you might want to slide the hands underneath your feet, your ankles, as you hinge forward. We'll take 3 more breaths. Last breath, yogis. And we'll slowly, the last tentative yin is to come out really, really slow. Walk yourself out of the position. Bring yourself back to center. Take your hand to the outside the knees, guide them together. Extend the legs, give them a little bounce, a little shake. Gently point and flex the toes, roll the ankles, little snap, crackle, pop, and go the other way. So let's gather ourselves into a comfortable seat. So if you can, grab a cushion or a pillow just to elevate your hips a little bit. Whether you have a couch cushion, a pillow, and come up into a seated position. So if you're comfortable in Sukhasana, easy pose, bringing the right leg in front, left leg behind. Just letting your hips pour forward so that you're allowing your belly to feel nice and soft, stacking the spine, crown of the head all the way down, lined up so your spine is all stacked beautifully. Feel the broadening of the ribs and allowing yourself just to sit nice and tall, like a plumb line pulling you up the sky. We're going to reach for our strap. Just a little bit of flossing for our shoulders. So if you've been sitting at your desk today, something you can do daily. So grab your housecoat belt. Just bring the strap up overhead. And let it be nice and taut, but not too tight. And bring it down in front of you. And then rise up. And take it back behind you. Maybe you have to slide your arms like I did a little wider. And back up, kind and loving to your shoulders. And do that a few times. And then just shorten your hold. Just a wee bit. And take it back behind you and just notice the stretch that you feel. Make it challenging. You never want to come into the threshold of pain. Just want to feel a sensation and take it back up. Find the sticky spot. Hang out for a bit and then bring it back. So kind of like when you have a massage and the massage therapist is massaging the muscle and it pauses. You want to find that sticky spot, the tight spot. Breathe into that sensation and allow it to release and let go. So do that a few more times. Long, gentle breaths. So your breath is the anchor. The conscious breath is your anchor. Do that a couple more times if you wish to shorten it. And then we are going to bring the strap to our feet and our legs. Oh, feels so good. One more. Beautiful. So you can do that every day. Back in nice and easy. And just let the palms surrender up to sky. Just notice whatever you notice. Beautiful. So we're going to come onto our back. Our penultimate pose, our second last posture before Shavasana. So let's take this pillow out of the way. You're going to come onto your back, and we're only going to spend about a minute for each part of our leg. So come onto your back, take your strap, and bring your feet into the strap. Soft bend in the knees, so kind of like we had with waterfall. Bring your elbows down. Now you don't want to wrap your hands around. You want to have nice, gentle reins. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then bring the left foot down to the mat. Take both straps in the right hand. Drop the right elbow down and open up your left arm into a bit of a T shape. I'll move over here so you can see. You're going to bring that right leg over 1/3 of the way. Just a third. So I'm going to turn this way so you know that you're not going too far. So as you come over 1/3 of the way, let the strap do the work. Your left leg can be bent. You can also straighten it if you wish and draw the toes up. So I like to bend the knee. Just allow the leg to hang out. Caveat is that your shoulders are square, your hips are square. Let the strap do the work and just breathe. Drop the right leg a little bit further, maybe another third to the right. Your gaze is up, eyes open or closed. Making sure your hips are square. Consciously repeat, let go of the belly, let go of the pelvic floor, let go of the inner thighs, let go of the glutes, let go of the anus, let everything be at ease. Drop the leg down a wee bit deeper. Let go of the holding in the hip. Each time you exhale, consciously repeat, I am at ease, I'm letting go. With an inhale, draw the right leg back up to sky. Now slide the left leg long. If it was bent, now's the time. Left hand takes both straps in your hand. Drop the left elbow down. Right arm opens up as your ballast. And the right leg comes over the left side only 1/3 of the way. Gaze is straight up. Your right glute is off the mat. And gently press into the right heel as though you're pressing the heel away from you. And as you press into the heel, notice the space created at the right waist, right low belly, at the hip. Keep pressing the heel away from you. And then gently start to arc the toes down and pull the heel up as you press the leg away. And we're getting into the connective tissue at the hip and at the knee. You can't stretch the IT band, it's a fibrous tissue. But you can find some length at the tendons and ligaments that attach it to the bone at the hip and the knee, which releases for the low back as well as the knee and hips. One last breath. And then bring it all the way back up. Straps in either hand to bring the leg up, left leg. Slide the right leg down, bend the knee. Right arm out to the side and drop the left leg 1/3 of the way. Left side. Drop the left leg a little bit further, maybe 1/3 of the way if that feels good. Caveat is I can feel myself tipping, so release and come back. Pull back if you're going too far. Let the left leg drop a wee bit more. Deepen your breath. Bring the left leg up all the way up to sky. Now slide the right leg long, press through the heel. Draw the toes towards you. Right hand reaches for the strap, drop the elbow down and open up the left arm, palm up to sky. Bring the left leg over to the right side 1/3 of the way. Your gaze is up and you can feel that your left glute is off the mat. Shoulders are square. Deepen the breath as you gently press the heel away from you, lengthening, finding capacity at the waist and the low belly. Lengthen the heel away. And then gently arc the foot down towards the floor, pulling the heel up as you press it away. One last breath, yogis. And then slowly bring the left leg back to center. Bring the right leg up to join it. Take a moment, roll the shoulders back and down. And then gently bend the knees, release the strap, hands to the knees, and just rock a little side to side. Create a few circles, hands on the knees, and just guide your hips into gentle circles. Massaging your sacrum, your hips, your SI joint, your sacroiliac joint, and your tailbone. Reverse the circles. Come back to center, interlace the fingers on the shins, give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze as you compress, and pull the nose up to the knees, wrap the arms around, give yourself a hug. We're going to come into our final posture. You can extend the legs into Shavasana if that feels good to you. If you have a pillow or a cushion or a bolster, bring it across your mat and allow your legs to rest between the shins and the thighs. Extend your legs. Roll the shoulders back and down. Allow your arms to take as much space as you would like. Allow your eyes to close. Soften the mouth, the lips. Find a gentleness across your face, like when you're in the shower and the water is gently running down your face, finding ease. Your hips are heavy and your belly is soft. Slow your breath down. May all beings be free of fear and harm. May we all be happy just the way we are. May we all be at peace with whatever comes. And may we all rest gently in the softness of our own hearts. Let no sadness come to your heart. Let no trouble come to your life. Let no conflict come to these eyes. And may your soul be filled with joy and happiness. From my heart to yours. Gently roll over to the left side. And as you come to a comfortable seat, bring your hands to your knees, palms down. In soothing or palms up in surrender. Bring your hands towards your heart, thumbs to sternum in prayer. And gently open your eyes. I'd like you to take your hands from a prayer position, fingers touching pinkies and the thumbs, and gently open your hands to create the shape of a lotus flower. So soft bend in fingers, thumbs to sternum. The lotus flower is the flower you see in yoga and most of the descriptions and promotions. Anything you see is the lotus flower. And it's a beautiful, beautiful flower that grows in dark, murky water. And it grows tall, so reach with you as it reaches towards the sun, reaching for the light. As it grows beautiful, it's a resilient plant. Sweep your arms out nice and wide. Big breath in. Bring all that energy you've created back towards your heart, seal it in. From my heart to yours, have a wonderful evening. Be good to yourself. Thank you for coming. Thank you for playing. And I'll see you next time on the mat. Please drink lots of water, and I'll see you soon. Good night, yogis. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for playing. Good night, yogis. Thank you for coming. Be good to yourselves.